Welcome to the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium, the site and the battleground for the 7 days of intense action, where a total of 28 total games are scheduled here by the FIVB. This game between Peru and Italy is match number 13, with Italy leading so far our rankings after winning all of their 3 assignments thus far. Japan in second place after dropping their game against Korea. Their first loss, Korea continues to improve, now moving up to 3rd spot. The Netherlands at 4th place. Peru here is keeping their Olympic dreams alive with a 2-1 card so far, win-loss. Thailand with a 1-2 win-loss card, and the ones who have not yet won a game, Kazakhstan, who will be seeing action later on, and the Dominican Republic also losing all 3 assignments. Italy continues to impress right here at the Women's Olympic Qualification Tournament with a 3-0 win against the Dominican Republic, and Coach Marco Bonita has been absolutely happy with what he has seen. He elected to start Paula Egonu on the bench that entire game, because he did have Antonella Del Core, who continued on her excellent tournament as the team captain for this squad. As you can take a look at some of the information of the lineup that will be available to him, that 1-2-3 punch of Ortolani, Del Core, and Cilia will be very difficult, but is not impossible at all for Peru to overcome. Coach Mauro Barasiulo looking forward to a better start for Peru right here. At times they were shaky in their game, but it was a win over a much improved Kazakhstan squad. A 3-1 win was a 19-25 start against them. Then they went on to win to 25-22 in the second set, and then they ended up winning that battle as they eventually took the 4th set and stays in the race for a Rio qualification. Absolutely excited to be bringing you this match right here from the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium. I'm Patricia Hizon. We have 8 volleyball women's teams undergoing some really tough trials almost midway through this tournament, and they are looking to earn their tickets to the Rio Olympic Games in this World Olympic Qualification Tournament for women. We will be handing over those tickets to Rio to the top 3 ranked teams and the top Asian squad. And in just a moment, you will see 2 amongst the 4 confederations, 7 teams that are competing here, and they will now honor their country's colors through this ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Italy.
The head-to-head record, unbeaten Italy are the clear favorite, but you know Peru can add to their 2 wins in Tokyo so far as we now meet our officials for this particular battle.
The first referee is Mr. Tawfiq Boudaya from Tunisia. The second referee is Mr. Mohammad Shamimi from Iran.
Referees Budaya and referees Shahmiri will be taking charge of what is required and necessary for this all-important game where you have Peru and Italy going at it in match number 13. The most recent meeting between these teams at a world level came at the 2011 World Grand Prix, and Italy won that 3-0. Italy also won their last meeting at a World Cup 3-0 in 2007 and World Championship 3-0 in 2006. Italy and Peru have actually met at the Olympic Games, and Italy won in straight sets in the group stages. As we take a look at the starters right here for Italy, they will now be using Oro, Luigi Ciricella, who's one of the top performers there in their last performance, as Coach Marco Bonita sets up his squad right here. Their team captain, Del Core, will also be on the floor. And of course, you will have Celia right there that will be taking charge. Good to see Egonu now at the starting unit as we take a look at the starting unit now for Coach Marasiulo of the Republic of Peru, with Uribe taking charge right here, their middle blocker. She'll be joined by Rueda, Munoz, Frias, Ichescas, number 12, Leyva. Watch out for her. She has scored 58 total points in this tournament, and you will have Palacios also, who will be coming in to help on this end for Coach Marasiulo, who's looking for their 3rd win in this 4th assignment at the WOQT. What a thrill it will be to watch these two squads go at it. It's Peru from the CSV and Italy from the CEV. It'll be a battle between the two powerhouses of these separate confederations. One will come closer to getting that Olympic berth, and that is important for Italy in particular. They can start thinking about Rio should they be able to win this particular game. Peru's 2 wins at this World Olympic Qualification tournament, which is already 1 more than they did in the previous campaign, is already a big improvement, and this will be a wonderful test for the squad of Peru. Munoz there breaking into the action as Del Core quickly sets it out, but that'll be a score for Peru. And they will be challenging that right away, right on the onset. This is how important this game is, that there will be a challenge logged here by Italy. And for our challenge system, FIVB is continuously committing to use new technology to assist our referees. This particular challenge here will be helpful in making the process in order and making the game absolutely fair. Should that have been a score for Italy, Del Core will be the first to draw blood and log that first point as we take a look at what transpired, and that is a line ball right there. Del Core scoring the first, erase that, and Munoz now will be trooping that to that center court side out for Team Italia. Taking a look at Frias of Peru earlier, game on, ready to receive that. They're going to go to Rueda for a soft one. The blockers right there. Watch out for Ciricella. She's a blocking machine. Good job by Silla. They set it up, but Del Core mishit on that one, and that will be a point for Peru. On the line, you have Frias, 3rd best receiver with a 50.62% efficiency rate. They're gonna go to Silla for that power hit, power alley for these ladies over here. Let's see that setup. Egonu instead, that power alley cross court at the farthest end of that, out of reach of anyone. And we welcome her back on that unit for Coach Bonita. They're gonna go to Chirichella. Quick change of pace right there for Chirichella. 22-year-old star for Italy. Chirichella proved to be a major stumbling block right there. As you see, Italy now giving up their charge for Peru, who's got an opportunity to tie this with that service from Uribe earlier. Egonu Lao, long from that right front. Uribe. Chirichella, ill-timed for that jump right there. And they give up the point. The fourth for Peru. As we take a look at what transpired. Miscalculated hit right there by Chirichella. She's gonna go at it again. Instead, they go to Silla. And that bomb too long. Now Peru leading by 2. And as you can see, Del Core right there doing a lot of work, getting everyone over that hurdle that they've been, and the lapses that they've been experiencing here. They go to Silla. Easy tap over. And that was enough. It wasn't the power hits that did it for them in this instance. It was just smart play that got Silla and Italy their 4th point. Chirichella, one of the key performers in Italy's win over the Dominican Republic. Good dig there by Del Core. They go straight to Egonu, and that's wide. Egonu has so much power behind her swing. Sometimes a bit shaky, but absolutely she would be a go-to. They'll set up a quick set right there. Good finish by Guigi. Oro doing a stellar job setting up her teammates, and through the defense of Ichescas and Leva, Guigi able to score this. Italy needing to put up another point, but Leva makes it hard as Peru extends their lead. Leva has climbed up to 3rd best scorer now with 64 total points, 58 from spikes, 5 from blocks coming into this game. Egonu to Rueda earlier, quickly, and a power hit there by Chescas. Good slide right there by Ichescas, scoring off of the block, using and swiping it off Silla right there. In the first technical timeout, Peru heads into it with a 3-point advantage. fans are absolutely enjoying and also adopting other countries like Peru and of course Italy as well. Has some fans here early in this day 4 of action. We have a full schedule for today, and these two particular wonderful teams are the ones that will warm up and get things started here in our competition. Once again, this is match number 13, a battle between two squads that have met most recently at World Tournament of the 2011 World Grand Prix, where Italy won that 3-0. Will the Peruvians exact revenge? Frias making a statement after that technical timeout. Egonu, I told you that she's just much too hard to defend at times. That one, Leva couldn't do anything about it. Let's take a look at that beautiful back set and that strong finish. Got to put this over behind that back line. Frias, she took it easy, but that shot was not easy at all to read and defend. As you can see, what Silla had to do in her attempt to dive to put that ball up, could not return it. And so Peru now leading 9-6. Ichescas for service, Silla to receive it. They're gonna go to team captain Del Core with a beautiful cut shot. Del Core is ranked 8th. Was ranked 8th, now 6th in spikes. They put that up. And they're gonna go to Del Core once again. She had a brilliant performance in that last game. And we'll see if her brilliance will continue to shine here for Team Italy. The nice set, Oro to Del Core. Del Core is ranked 8th. Prior to that game, prior to their last assignment, now 6th with her 40 spikes and her blocks. She's got a total of 45 points going into this competition, but Leva is also as impressive. She has been the continuous, steady scorer right there, coming from the back. She has climbed up to 3rd best scorer. Now she's got 64 total points coming into this game, 58 from spikes, 5 from blocks. And let's take a look at this piece of action. And this time, Chiricella proving to be that she's also a force to contend with. She's the top best blocker, 10 stuff blocks, but that time leading that attack right there. Peru not being able to return that, and Italy coming to within 1 right now, looking to tie this, and they do that with another stuff block with a top blocker in this tournament. Oh, Del Core that time actually will be getting that stuff block point. Good combination with Del Core. Of course, her leadership proving to be absolutely worthy. Back-to-back blocks here and scoring for Del Core. Now Italy is in control with an 11-10 advantage. Soft touch over, Chiricella able to put that. Good job by that backline attack there, combination. Rueda powers through, and they say there's a touch, and they're gonna challenge that. No need to challenge it. Referee saw it clearly, and they will be giving the 11th point for Peru. Egonu with the power. Good up by Palacios. Kept it steady and stood her ground, and that cross court is wide. That's why this time it will be a clear challenge right here for Peru. And our referees will allow this challenge to see if that ball was in or out. And that'll be a crucial stage. It'll absolutely tip, and that is right on the line, and Peru celebrates. Good call by Coach Marasiulo. And they will have a couple of more in this set. Opportunities to challenge Peru now. Swings. This score 12-11 to their advantage. Frias on the line for service. It's good. Quickly over there by Peru, and they're gonna get, with an error on the side of Italy, they're gonna get this point. And they stretch the lead now to 2. Important to continue to rack on these points one after the other and get some breathing room against this top squad like Italy, who's had their number in their previous meetings, and Italy has been unbeaten in this tournament. And they did their last win without Egonu. This time, though, Peru continues to stretch the lead, and a quick timeout will be called here by Italy's coach, Bonita. And they need to ice this wonderful run that Peru has had, scoring point after another. And this will be an important timeout for Italy.
Abbiamo qualche difficoltà in ricezione, non dobbiamo aumentare le difficoltà facendo troppi errori. Primo. Secondo, sulle palle alte qua di posto 4 bisogna che teniamo la linea e aspettiamo, siamo sempre in anticipo. Oh! Hey!
For Italy, they've relied on Del Corre for her 3 attack points of the 9 that Italy has had so far. They also have 1 from Guigi and 1 from Chiricella. For Peru, they will, of course, rely on Uribe, Rueda, and the rest of them. Let's see how the team captains will now keep their game steady as we continue on the action with Peru leading the charge, but little by little with that other cross-court kill coming from Del Corre, Italy is cutting down this lead. That beautiful back set coming from Oro for that kill by Del Corre. Third best spiker with a 45.45% success rate. Talking about Del Corre, those blocks right there by the tall defenders up front on the right wing. Egonu and Chiricella proving much too difficult for Leyva, the top scorer here for Peru. Del Corre back in service to tie this. Chiricella digs that up. They go to Egonu, softly over. Good job by Palacios earlier. They send that over, free ball opportunity. Oros to Chiricella. That Oro-Chiricella combination, absolutely good. Let's take a look at what happened, though, after. It's the celebration. Chiricella has really been part of this big rally that Italy has had after that quick timeout. Leyva off the blockers, though it goes through. You go to Silla, power hitter, why not? Italy now on top. Del Corre still in service. Rueda denied, again Chiricella part of the action. It's really tough when Chiricella's right in the middle and they go into the second technical timeout against Rueda. Chiricella gets the 16-14 advantage, again proving to be a major stumbling block for their opponent. And Coach Bonita absolutely thrilled.
Attenzione che la 12 adesso si sente sotto pressione e sappiamo che ha la variazione con I pallonetti e la palletta, lo sappiamo?
Looking at Egonu, Paolo Egonu has 2 attack points to her name, much to the delight of the fans that are here. And of course, Chiricella has also been absolutely thrilling. They have scored from points 12 to 16. And this has been absolutely crucial, has swung things to their favor after Peru had a good run as well. It was a great timeout, really, to shift the momentum. Good call by the Italians. Now, after this technical timeout, they send it easy over. Opportunity now for this play to go Peru's way if they can stop. The blocks are good so far. Egonu to Palacios earlier. They swing that ball still live. Beautiful play that we're seeing right here. Good exchange. Palacios sets this up for that right wing front attack. Good dig by Oro. Oh, but an error on the side of Peru will halt the action and will give Italy their 17th point. Team captain goes back to the line, and Italy continues to score. They continue to score at will. Let's see now how Peru will react. Leva over that shot. Causes for this response. The second time around for Egonu. Wonderful power hit from the right front. And a timeout by Peru is absolutely required, especially after Egonu soared and scored over those defenders.
Encarar o muro, o bloqueio não. Duro, saindo pro alto. Ei, nós estamos errando 4 bloqueios consecutivos. A 2 era bom, pecado que saiu mal. Ok? Então, a primeira, aquela que veio de trás, que você colocou, aquela era a bola do câmbio. A outra saíram malo. Ok? Então aí que eu abro, tem que entrar atacando tudo, não ataca maluco, ok? Muito bem, vamos embora.
Peru has had a wonderful outing so far here at the WOQT. They have 2 wins already so far. 1 more win, improvement as compared to their previous campaign. They can win 3 consecutive matches in a row, which will be a first time since they won 4 successive wins at the 2015 South American Championship. Let's see if they'll be able to do that against the undefeated Italians. That shot by Silla went wide, and finally they end the run of Italy with that error coming from one of their top hitters, Silla. She's 11th in scoring, 31 points so far, but that one went wide as Uribe earlier has this opportunity. Silla will not be able to do that error the second time around, not back-to-back for this consistent scorer. It was wide earlier, but this time wonderfully set for her. That cut shot is good. She's 4th in spikes with 43.31% success rate going into this battle against Peru. Chirichella on the line for service. It's 19-15, make that 20-15 for Italy. Here's that service right there, and miscommunication on the part of Peru with Chirichella. Another opportunity there, just grazing the net, but it's through. Here's Leva through the defenders. Guigi and Egonu, they'll set up Egonu for a soft touch over. Oh, denied by Guigi. Italy's 21, as that defense there was scampering after that previous hit by Italy. And before they got ready, quick thinking there by Guigi for another point by Team Italia, who's now just 4 points away from putting away this first set. Silla over the defender, scores off of Ichescas, I believe. Peru will be calling for a timeout right here. They are now down 7 points. It's imperative that they stop the bleeding and they get on that scoreboard fast.
O jogo está vindo na pressão por você. Muitas vezes o recibo está mal. Desfruta o que você tem de bom. O balão veio reportado aqui. Para que eu vou jogar no bloqueio alto aqui? Tenta sair para lá. Passou 2 vezes. Entraram duro, reto no bloqueio. Cruza um pouco, se tiver apertado, atacar para riba, ok? E mantenha esse recibo que está bem.
The 15 points so far of Peru here in set number 1 have come from 9 points off of opponent errors and 6 attack points. For the 6 attack points, count 1 for Rueda, 1 for Frias, 3 for Leva, and 1 for Ichescas. But they do need a lot more on the statistics. They are 0 against 5 in the blocks department. Italy has scored from the service line as we have Regalado checking in for Rueda, waiting to receive Chirichella's service. She scored an ace earlier. Munoz to set up Leva, and Leva did enough to finally score one. And that will be attack point number 4 for Angela Leva. 11th among spikers, 36.02 success rate for Leva. Regalado on that service line, grazing that net, put up by Oro here. Quick thinking there. A dump earlier by Orgono and a block this time by Chirichella once again. 10 stuff blocks coming into this game, and she continues on her rampage. Guigi rather that time. On top of that, Guigi coming into this game had 3 block points and score another one for her, but this time Coach Marco Bonita needing to signal to his team on what they need to take care of. Easy over there earlier by Guigi. Over on the right side, and it's denied by the absolutely thrilled Silla. Set point right away for Italy, and Silla was able to do that for the squad with that last attack. She's 11th in scoring in this tournament, 31 points in total. But that one was wide, keeping it alive. The hopes for Peru. Ichescas for service. Guigi grazed that over. Frias was blocked, but Peru still on the run from that back row attack, getting it from Leva. Take a look at Leva. She's got 58 spikes coming into this tournament, 5 blocks, 1 service point, 64 total. She's one of those top scorers, and they need to draw out more from her. Antonella Del Coro earlier. Leva once again, soft touch. That's over. They need to bring this up. Free ball opportunity. Del Core. That was a point. Let's see. Will they be challenging it? They won't have time to challenge that anymore, as Team Italy will be trooping now to the flip side of the court with a 25-19 first set victory against Peru, who had a lot of fight in them. Let's see how they will recover against this squad that has been winning all of their matches. For Del Core, she is always quick to respond, always quick to have her teammates adjust, and a great and effective team captain that she has been. And what a first set that was for Italy. Italy here continues to impress at the Women's Olympic Qualification Tournament with now their first set win against Peru. Take a look at our point statistics. 16 attack points here for Italy as opposed to 8, so doubling the effort of Peru in the attacks department. And they have also managed to score a number of block points there, but they have to manage their errors, as Peru has somehow stayed within the game with the 11 errors that Italy has committed here. So an error-filled first set, but still they did get one attack point coming from Guigi. They got 3 from Cristina Ciricella. They have 4 from Del Core. They also had 5 from Silla and 3 from Paula Egonu. And it's been a 16 attack output for Italy in that first set. They have to watch out, as Carla Rueda is just warming up with her 1 attack point coming from that 8 attack output in set number 1. You also have Frias with 1 attack point, Leyva with 5 registered in that opener, and they do have to work extra hard. Haven't been able to score off of those blocks, but the 7 block points for that first set all belonged to Italy, with Guigi scoring 2 of them. 2 for Del Core and 1 for Ciricella. Also, Silla was able to stuff it right back, and Egonu has done that as well. So a more balanced attack and balanced scoring here for Italy as compared to Peru. But will this second set now change for Peru? You know how hungry they are for another win here, already doing well, but Italy has really made it difficult. Whenever they meet Italy, as of late, Italy has been winning it. Italy won 3-0 in the most recent meeting. That was at the 2011 World Grand Prix. Italy also won their last meeting at the World Cup back in 2007, where they won 3-0. And then the 2006 World Championships, Italy also won that 3-0. So they've also met once at the Olympic Games, and Italy won that in straight sets. I'm sure Peru will do their best to prevent another straight set victory for Italy, something that they have been doing in their previous meetings. Here now is set number 2 with Italy for service, put up by Uribe. And they will go for a left flank hit right there, and a good way to start for Peru. First point belonging to Leyva. Uribe for service earlier. And that will be a point for Italy, as that ball sailed out as Del Core earlier just watched it drop on her right side, and she troops to the service area. Jump serve is good. Good up there by Del Core, and quick spiking by Ciricella, as Del Core able to dig that up, and it went to the left front as Ciricella went straight for that kill. Oh, grazed. Grazed that net, Del Core. Not exactly what she intended to do, but she'll take that for a service ace. Another service ace right here for the Italians. Munoz to Leyva. That ball is gonna be wide. Not being able to return it off of that hit. Rueda for service. Wow, power hit right there. That ball goes over. Del Core also easy over. Single hit shots right we're seeing thus far. Egonu. They'll go to Leyva, and nothing Silla could do to stay behind that shot and control it. Peru ties it and sends back Rueda back in the service area. But that error, though, gives another point for Italy. "32-year-old club player for Igor Volley Novara." This is Ciricella. Leva over the defenders. That was Guigi and Egonu. Egonu now from that right front. Peru keeping it alive. That Leva hit. She's doing absolutely well on that strong side. Perfect position to get things going for Peru here. Leva for the service to Silla. Oh, quick up! And a strong statement there coming from Guigi. That entire time it was actually Guigi. Pardon me, and that was an unfortunate error in that service by Egonu, which went straight to the back of the head by Guigi. She's gonna shake it off. She might be seeing stars, but she's a trooper. And Guigi able to send that over, did enough to recover, and Silla quick to respond as that defense was caught sleeping. Let's take a look at what happened again. De Genaro doing a stellar job right here. Silla, they set that up. Back and forth action as now Munoz is on the line. Munoz is the third best setter in this tournament, averaging 7.7. From the back row, it's good. Off-speed shot there by Egonu. Of course, the defense backed away, knowing that Egonu will be doing a power hit. But she's able to change her pace in midair. Guigi with that service earlier. This attack, good. Frias finishing it off. Just going through the edge of Del Core and getting a lot of angle there. Nothing that Guigi could do to put that attack up or tied at 7. Peru really just wanting to keep in step and then go for an absolute kill. What a power hit there from the back row. That one though wide from the left flank. And they will be challenging this, or rather a technical timeout by Team Italia. They decided not to challenge this, talking about Peru and Italy, and the team from Italy will be heading to this technical timeout with a point advantage.
Allora, ricordatevi che più la numero 12, più non ha rincorsa e più è fuori e più gioca in diagonale. Tagliato sull'esterno, Allora, possiamo lasciare centrali una palla in mezzo e vediamo cosa succede, ma evitiamo di far prendere ritmo su questo diagonale. Siamo...
This lively Metropolitan Gymnasium with their pockets of fans all around have been accommodated by the Italians and of course even the Peruvians, Chiricella and company, absolute darlings of the crowd here. They do spend a lot of time interacting with the fans that are here in Tokyo, and I tell you, here in Japan, here in Tokyo, they do love their volleyball. Tokyo, as you know, has previously hosted the Olympic Games in 1964 when when volleyball as an Olympic sport was introduced, becoming the first Asian city to do so. And they've, of course, been host to a slew of other tournaments, as you can see, coming off of that technical timeout with an error on the part of Peru, Italy able to score anew. You know that teams that won their first 4 matches at a World Olympic Qualification tournament have always secured a ticket to the Olympics. I thought I needed to point that out, as Italy is looking to win their 4th game here. They are the top of the tournament, with Chiricella putting that away. You know, Cristina Chiricella has made 10 stuff blocks going into this tournament, but more than that, she is also able to continue to contribute in all aspects here with Coach Marco Bonita absolutely happy with what he's seeing so far. Italy leading by 10. Here's that soft attack. 3 blockers that you saw over there will give Italy the point with an error, with a double right there called against Peru's Leva. And a quick timeout by Italy. They need to think things through. Rather, Peru will be calling for a timeout. They need to think things through as Italy is starting to peel away. And as you know, Coach Marasiulo will need to put his squad together.
Na 2 é que tem mais dificuldade. A hora que joga com quem? Cruza e joga com especialista ou especialista. Leiva, essa era a bomba pro alto. Cuidado com essas colocadas. Coloca quando tiver mal. Nós estamos perdendo oportunidades. Ok? De estar no partido. Ok? Vamos lá.
Let's take a look at what coach is trying to prove here from points 8 to 11. Italy has had that, and Peru has actually been nailed at that 7th point. Let's see how they'll respond now after that timeout. Leva with a power hit, cross court is good over the defense. The defense of Chirichella and Egonu. Beautifully executed. De Genaro had no response in that last instance. Uribe with that service. De Genaro with the reception earlier. Chirichella right where the hole is, in front of Munoz and also Rueda. Here she goes. Fast swing. Del Core for that service. They go back to their old reliable, and they will score off of that point by Leva. She's working hard. 11th amongst spikers. 36.02% success rate. That heater there, too wide. It's not something that Peru wants to have. Errors such as that gives Italy now a 13-9 advantage, sending Chirichella to the line for service. Cheskas will not be getting that point. It was side out, or it was outside, and this will stay with Chirichella for service for Italy now, extending their lead 14-9. They keep sending it wide. And that continues to give Italy the advantage. Not able to convert. They got to get through this mental hurdle. Here they go again. This time ripping through the defenders. Silla over Munoz, and it's Cheskas, and Silla able to gain the 16th point, sending us to our second technical timeout with a 16-9 blast for Italy. Let's take a look at how Silla was able to do that over the defenders. Not a lot of speed. Frias not being able to get under that ball. And there's the reaction. And here now is their huddle. In the blocks department, Italy has absolutely been doing well. It's one department where Peru is absolutely lacking. They weren't able to block that shot earlier by Silla, and they've been having a tough time to control those attacks by Egonu. Let's see how they will handle this situation. Still service by Chirichella, and that's wide. They'll take that. 1 point at a time for Peru to be able to climb back against the unbeaten Italians. Again, they're not able to put up any kind of defense here. With just Munoz, not exactly her strength against Silla. Silla able to put that through without much challenge earlier. Munoz sets it up for the back row combination. Beautifully done. They send this easy over. Good recovery by Silla, who chased that down. That time, Ichescas took advantage of Silla, who had to do work to get that ball over. There she is, but she wasn't able to get that, to defend that ball against Ichescas. And Peru now within 6, still a lot of work ahead for them. Back set, good kill. But that went wide there as Peru will be gaining another point, trimming it down to only a 5-point advantage for Italy. Ichescas on that service area to Del Core from the back row, soft over. The talent of Egonu being able to quickly decide in mid-air has been absolutely helpful. You know her as a power hitter, but sometimes she packs too much heat, and she's able to score the 18th for Italy. Italy has won set number 1, but Uribe there had their number, able to drop it, dump it over for the 13th point for Peru. Peru is a 21st ranked team in the world. They're up against Italy, who's ranked number 8. Good pancake there. She rolls away to give way for Palacios earlier. Del Core, that attack is good again from the left front. Del Core scores another one as we take a look how that happened. Here's the pancake earlier by Rueda. I mean, Peru has been doing certainly a lot of effort, giving it their all. Let's see if they can get the consistency they're looking for. The power hit put up. They're not able to chase that down. Let's look. From the back right, Egonu able to put a lot of spin on that as Italy now logs in their 20th point, and Peru will be calling for a timeout here. They need it.
Situações que nós podemos ser mais. Teve contra-ataque aqui que podia explotar mais, ok? O tempo, as duas chegaram no zagueiro. Tempo, vocês estavam na barrada e a colocada dela foi barra. Então, se é o tempo certo, a defesa ainda pode legar, que passa alto. O balão passou barra. Okay? Então espera pouquinho nesse tempo do bloco aí. Okay? Bloqueio a 1, ela chegou.
Paula Egonu of Italy now has 7 attack points in this game, 8 for Syria, 6 for Chiricella. So you have balance attacking right there. Meantime, for Peru, it's been a Leyva show with 11 attack points, 2 from Ichescas, but really it's been mostly Leyva who's been doing a lot of damage. Also, they've gotten 2 from Uribe and 2 from Frias. They're going to need to also get bigger and higher productions from others. Here's one, and that's good. Count that for Uribe, now her 3rd attack point. Great timeout called right there. Good response after that timeout as Uribe evades the defense of Del Core. Frias for service. Sia with the reception. From the back row, ow! Munoz couldn't put that up after Egonu packed the heat behind that shot. Power turned up. Service earlier by De Henari. They go back to Leyva. Good coverage. she goes through that defense. Not enough angle when they went for that block over there to just dance on top of that net. And that was enough for Peru to score. Coming in within 6 as Rueda will take a breather here. Regalado checking in. Oribe with the service, De Henari. And that left dunk from that left flank for Egonu is good for Italy's 22nd. Del Core for service. That'll go to Leva once again, and that was a power hit down the alley. Good bump pass right there, all the way to the back line. Regalado for service to Del Core. De Genaro sets up that back row attack for Egonu. And Italy only needing 2 more points as Danesi is checking in for the first time for Guigi. And look at those blocks right there, stuffing it right back. For the set point now for Team Italy, let's take a look at how Egonu able to score back-to-back. One from an attack, and this last one, stuffing it. Guigi now allowed to check in. Or rather, Danesi now allowed to check in, and they're going to get a lot more height with Danesi there. Not needing Danesi to even touch that ball, to even jump as off of that reception. Italians get another set win. 25-16 victory here in set number 2. And let's see how Peru will be able to respond. And I've told you about how Italy has always had the number of Peru in their previous meetings in straight sets. Will the world rank number 8 Italy still outdo the world ranked number 21 Peru in set number 3? Peru is the type of squad when their backs are behind or against that wall, they're able to respond. 14 attack points for Italy, not so far behind for Peru, but of course Peru needing to manage their errors here. Italy only getting 3 errors and has been able to manage that department. And those blocks by Italy, the denial, including a point off of a block, is something that definitely has put Italy in that driver's seat in that last set. As you take a look at some of the top defenders for Italy, really trying to match up against the power hits of Team Peru, but Italy just much too much to handle. Set number 2 ended with a service ace for Italy to win that second set. Chiricella has been doing a stellar job on all aspects, and Oro also has been doing a wonderful job here, setting up her teammates. Italy, as you know, has qualified for 4 Olympic appearances. You're taking a look now, though, at Peru, who has qualified for 7 Olympic appearances. The first one in 1968. They've had 12 appearances in World Championships. The first in 1960, though the best result that Peru had was a silver in 1982. During their golden era in the 80s, they've had 8 appearances in the FIVB World Cup. The first one in 1973. For Italy, they've had 4 Olympic appearances. As I've mentioned, 2000, they got a 9th place finish. 2004, 2008, and 2012, they were tied for 5th. They've had 10 World Championship appearances since 1978. 4 FIVB World Cup appearances, talking about Italy, and a gold in 2007 and 2011 at that, and 23 appearances in the European Championships, a gold in 07 and 09. And Italy is absolutely a force to reckon with here. World ranked number 8. Let's see how Peru will be able to manage this. Will they prevent another straight set victory for Italy? They've got to do work, and a great start is imperative. Munoz in that service area, received by Silla. De Genaro will send it over to the front to Del Corte, who scores right away. Side out for Italy. Here's Del Corte, and grazing through the edge of the defense right there. Here's Rueda from that left flank. Ball returned by the defenders. Not that time. Not that time. Frias. Frias very brilliant in that last play, scoring the first 4. Peru here. And look at how the defense was able to respond off of that Leva hit. Chirichella. That is why she is the top best blocker, number 1 blocker here in this tournament. With no signs of Chirichella there, really. In that last instance, it was through the defense of Silla. Uribe able to score and is now at the service area. He'll manage, but Del Corte able to put that through. And Silla just jumped straight, just deflected that ball off of her hands. Not even enough power, and it was just the error and mistake on the part of Peru that scores side out for Italy's favor. Chirichella got breaks there from the service area early on in this match. Oh, another one from Silla, back to back, stuffing it right back here. And look at what Silla's doing. Those block shots, one after the other. She has 3 now, actually, talking about Silla as Leva over the defense. But that will be wide as Peru is now trailing by 5. But they will challenge that as they believe that there was a touch there off of that block attempt. And that last hit by Peru. And should this challenge be awarded, Peru will only trail by 2. I don't think there was any there. Coach Marasiulo's challenge not successful in that instance, and Italy will continue to lead here in set number 3. Now, what I noticed from Peru right now is they gotta keep things alive. They gotta get back up. Now, Uribe, as the team captain here, I'm sure that she's got the ability to get the spirits up of this squad, but she's watching it from the bench as they scramble and not able to return. Another service ace right there by Chiricella. Chiricella, that service returned. Silla for that kill. Palacios not being able to put that up. She scores off the block. She scores off of attack. She's doing so much here in the early stages of set number 3 that has put Italy up 7-2, forcing Peru for this timeout.
Aí que vocês têm que ter mais concentração, capacidade, controle, chegar no balão, senão o jogo abre. Vocês estão jogando bem, ok? E tentar, com a lucidez, saber o que é ser, ok? Então, esse balão lá que foi bloqueado na cor, mira o que pode ser, quer pra fora, não podemos estar aí regalando, bloqueio fora, uma de cada vez para entrar no jogo e estudar.
So far here in set number 3, Uribe has scored, and let's see who else will be particularly efficient for Coach Marasiulo. They need it, as Italy here has scored and will continue to score off of those blocks right there. Is Silla again part of that? That's our technical timeout for set number 3. 8. Dominating performance by Italy so far, limiting Peru to score only 2 so far in set number 3.
Bene, lucide, mobili, veloci con la testa prima che con le gambe, veloci con la testa.
Sometimes you don't need a lot of words when things are going really well. This team's a machine. And of course, Del Core, apart from Coach Bonita, making sure that everyone's got the right frame of mind. Del Core has done a stellar job at that. Looking back at their 3-0 win against Dominican Republic, it really was Del Core, Ortolani, who we haven't seen much of. Chiricella also contributing much in that game. I mean, look at how they have scored thus far. 6 straight points here for Italy, with Chiricella still at that service area. She once again proves to be a major stumbling block for the opponent. Italians have always been cool in crisis, but not much crisis here for their side. It's Peru that's experiencing a crisis, and they continue to do that. Leyva must have that pep in her step right away to be able to put that up. Chiricella just drops it over Leyva, not being able to challenge that well at all. Leyva is always asked to do most of the heavy lifting, and she's gonna get now this time a help from the right front side from Regalado, finally ending it and scoring off of that block, swiping it and allowing for Peru to come within 6. She troops to the service area. Service is good to Genaro. Egonu send it over through a bump. Back set there, it's good. Good reception there by Del Core. Back to the right front hit to an empty spot. Regalado couldn't get to it on time. Not expecting that Egonu would do an off-speed hit right here. She was preparing for a strong one, not being able to read that. And Egonu really just been able to do that in this game against Peru. Here's the heat. They go to Leyva off of the blockers. Always required and asked to do most of the heavy lifting. Grace through that net right there. Was that set earlier or hit earlier? Ball still live as Frias kicked it up in the air. That's acceptable. They set this up for that left dump over, but that was wide. They're not going to challenge that. They do have this opportunity for Peru to build up their confidence, but it's going to be tough with a service error after some creative heroics in that previous play that included a kick. Peru will now be allowing Italy for that service. They'll set this up for Frias. Good job by Frias. Nothing that De Genaro could do about it, as we have Machado coming in for team captain Uribe. Rare to see Machado play in this squad, but Uribe definitely needs a quick break, and Machado might have that formula. But as they had Ichescas try to put up that shot coming from the heavy hit of Guigi, they're not able to return that. And Guigi is now on that service area, doubling the point output here of Peru in set number 3 so far. Frias block, stuffing it right back once again. The top blocker she is, and you know why. Chiricella, highest block at 251 centimeters. She stands 195 centimeters. Let's take a look at how they'll set this up for her with a kill. Beautifully done. That's so pretty. Thanks for allowing us to see how she was able to bury that right in that front row. Guigi for service. Oh, dump set right there. Good job by Munoz. Setter dump works for Peru, and Munoz must double their score to keep a pace with Italy. De Genaro able to send that in front. They're able to tip it right over. Nothing that the blockers can do, as it dropped in between the net and Peru's blockers. Now Italy extending their lead 15-7. Palacios earlier with the reception. They go for a kill. Oro able to chase that down, and that's over to the other side. Regalado earlier, they scamper easy over. Quick! A quick reverse to Chiricella. High fives in the air as we are now sent to our second technical timeout with this beautiful shot as Chiricella slid it right through the defense of Regalado and Machado. Two players that play sparingly here in Chiricella, able to take advantage of that for the 16-7 Italian lead in the third set. Italy can win their first 4 matches at this World Olympic Qualification tournament, and they did this back in 2000 as well. when they ended up with 6 wins. You know that teams that win their first 4 matches at a WOQT have always secured a ticket for the Olympic Games. Del Core, team captain, will hope to lead the charge with great support coming from Chiricella. Here's the service by Italy, though, wide. Point for Peru. Will the Italians win this in straight sets, something that they have done many times in the past against Peru, who's ranked number 21 in the world? This is match number 13, and too much hit behind that service. Frias and the rest of them must be able to shake it off and put a gallant stand against the Italians. Del Core with that service. They go to Leva. Angela Leva with a 36.02 success rate in terms of service. Henari is coming in for the team captain. We haven't been seeing much of Alessia Henari. 10th amongst receivers, 26.67% efficiency rate, 8th in terms of digs, and they're gonna need her service right there. That's what she does. But Chiricella swipes it off the blockers, allows it to be another opportunity for them. And it drops in between the block here of Ichescas and the net. Good job coming from Regalado, making a great account of herself here. Peru now breaking into double digits, still needing 8 though in set number 3. They need this to win. They need this to survive. And they have now on the Italian side, Danesi coming in for the veteran Guigi. Danesi, the 20-year-old, coming in and checking in for the 32-year-old Guigi. Danesi stands at 195, too much power behind that service. Italian now needing 6 more to win this match. Egonu, here comes the heater. Wow. Leva with that attack. And Sia couldn't do enough to chase that down, as she went right in front of our FIVB officials and executives to try to chase that down. Leva with that service earlier. They set this up. Egonu, not enough with that attempt by Egonu. Peru still in the run here. Leva with the service. Oro to set it up for Silla. And there was a touch right there. Italy with the point. '11th in the tournament in scoring, though an error there on their side puts Peru to only within 7 to match Italy's 20 points, but Italy needing only 5 to win this match in straight sets. Ichescas in the service area. From the back row, powering her way through for Italy's 21st point. 17 spikes, 3 blocks, 23 points for Egonu going into this tournament. But what a 1-2 combination that you have from the back to the front with Chiricella and Egonu right there, scoring the last 2 points of Italy. Peru calling their second timeout here in set number 3. Peru calling their timeout in set number 3.
Então vamos terminar com dignidade, com tranquilidade. Temos 2 saques malucos para fora. Errou a Frias, errou a Regalado. Quem entra sendo com 24, pode aí sair, concentra e vai para ajudar um pouquinho. Não
Peru has had 30 attack points so far, no block points, but they did get 18 points off of their opponent errors thus far in this match. 4 points from Uribe, but we haven't seen much of her as of late. Frias with 4 points, Leyva still with 16 points, still pacing this squad, and she again soars from the back row with that approach, killing and ripping through that defense, scoring anew for Peru. But for now, they'll be calling up Hilary Palma, the 19-year-old player from the club Sporting Cristal, has played in 4 World Cup games or World Championship games, as that attack there from the left wing, not allowing Peru to return that, and that was an attack coming from Henari. Oro with that service. Good job for Peru to control it. Regalado. The 18-year-old opposite spiker scoring anew as Leyva quickly checks back in. They have to prevent Italy from scoring 2 more here, or it'll be game over for Peru in this match. The first one for day 4 of action here, the Tokyo Gymnasium. Leyva, good up there by De Genaro. They go to Egonu, off-speed shot is good. So hard to read what Egonu will be putting up. This is already match point for Italy. Italy is looking to win their first 4 games. And remember, teams that win their first 4 matches at a World Olympic Qualification tournament usually and always actually secures a ticket for the Olympics. Will they be able to get it? Match point. There's the attack ball put up. They set it up. Egonu could put it away. Not yet. Here's the set. They go to Leyva. That's blocked by Egonu and Chirichella. Palacios will bump it over. Good up by Egonu, but the referee has already whistled it. With that error, oh, there's going to be a challenge. There's going to be a challenge off of that call by Italy, and what a way to possibly end this. If they do get this challenge, they win this match, and they can possibly get their ticket to the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. As teams that win their first 4 matches at the World Olympic Qualification Tournament have always secured a ticket for the Olympic Games, and Italy could be getting their 5th Olympic appearance. The challenge here could spell a win for Italy. Coach Marco Bonita playing it cool as the Republic of Korea, Peru. The challenge was not successful, so they go back to work. They go back to work, and they're going to have to work harder for this match point. And there's going to be some clarification to referee Shahmiri. On this rotation. Let's see if Peru will keep the Italians at bay and delay. Get ready for Chirichella. Peru able to put it up. They go on the right side, hit. And that's a point for Peru. Regalado there, taking care of business. Machado in the service area. Peru still on the run here. Match point for Italy. Peru with an opportunity to stay alive. They go to Sela. Here's the set for Leyva, and she's denied. She is denied, and Italy wins this match 25-17 with this 3rd set victory. And the Peruvians in shock. Another 3 straight set victory for Peru, 25-19, 25-16, 25-17. Italy winning their first 4 matches of the World Olympic Qualification Tournament here in Tokyo, Japan. They did this also in the 2000 edition when they ended up with 6 wins, and with teams like Italy winning their first 4 matches, they actually always secure a ticket for the Olympic Games. And with this victory, a huge smile, high fives, celebration for Team Italia with this victory in match number 13 against Peru. And what a match that was for this Italian squad. As we take a look at the statistics, 12 attack points for each, 2 aces that really spelled the difference here. Their errors, 5 for Italy, 4 for Peru, 7 blocks. Imagine Peru was not able to manage any of those attacks and stuff it right back on the side of Italy. 7 digs for Team Italia right here to be able to put that away. And what a wonderful match this was that saw 42 attack points for Italy total in this game, 33 only for Peru. And for Italy, they also scored 15 off of those blocks, those 42 attack points, most of them coming from Chiricella with 11, 10 for Silla. You also had 5 from Antonella Del Core, and this happy Italian squad also had 3 attack points from Guigi. And what a great match this was, a great showing for the Italians that still stay in the